Alright guys, this is Shayla Stars, and today I'm coming at you with a story time video. And this is all, I'm going to start with a disclaimer saying that this is all true, real events that happened to me. I did not make anything up. If you, there's really, it was just a really shitty situation. But the story is about my first apartment, and I'm not bitching about the realtors. They were very kind. They were very good to me. They were good people. I really enjoyed the apartment. It was a lower grade apartment, but it was perfect for the price range. It was everything I wanted, and I didn't get to keep it. And here is the story of why. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the story. It was May of 2015 when we moved in, and I moved in with a good friend of mine, someone who I thought was a good friend of mine. Her name I shall leave out of this video because I think I can get sued if I don't, but let's call her Recky. Okay, Recky had a meth-addicted boyfriend. Let's call him Ass Face. Okay, so basically, I moved into this apartment with my friend Recky, and we were having so much fun, and we were just, go getting it, man. And she starts to bring over her, as he's introduced to me as her, not her boyfriend, but kind of like her plaything, Ass Face. And he is one of those kinds of people. Let's just put it this way. He introduced himself to me under an alias. Even though I already knew his real name, he introduced himself to me under an alias because he is such an awful person that people are actually out to get him. He's afraid to give strangers his real name. Okay, so first off, that's a red flag. Also, he's one of those kinds of people that, like, as time goes on, things start to fall out of the woodwork, as you would say. Like, he's one of those people that keeps all of his, like, dark, dirty shit on the back burner and just waits for it to come out. And then he deals with it accordingly. Okay, so when I met Assface, I did not know that he was currently married, that he had 7 kids, and that he was on he was on some kind of he was on probation for drugs. I don't know the extent of why or how, but I do know that. And I also was not informed that he was in a biker gang. Okay, so keep in mind, over the time span of a year, slowly but surely, all of these little details start to make their way out. Okay, it got to the point where he was sleeping at my apartment every night. And he ended up divorcing, or he's in the middle of a divorce with his wife right now because she found out. I told a personal friend of mine because I didn't know he was going to go tell her, the wife. Personally, I didn't do it to spite Recky. I was just aggravated that Assface was in my fucking house all the time. So I was bitching about it to a friend. That friend took it upon himself to go inform Assface's wife where he was and what he was doing. And so that's when shit really hit the fan for apartment life right there. That's when people quit really caring about whose toes got stepped on. So from that point, we start seeing things like things are going missing and people are leaving doors unlocked so other people can get in and out. Keys are being made without consent of everyone in the house because me and Recky had another roommate named, let's call him Aaron at the time, and he lived in our spare bedroom. And Aaron was a very great roommate, honestly amazing. And out of all of it, that is what I regret the most, is just the fact that Aaron got shitted out of an apartment because of Recky's bullshit. Okay, so Assface loses his job. He's losing his wife. He doesn't have a place to stay, so he starts staying at our house. Even though both me and Aaron have both vocally, just straight up told Reki we do not want him at the house. He makes us uncomfortable. He does lots of drugs. He's wanted by the law. He's wanted by people who are also wanted by the law, and we don't want him around us. Okay? So come Christmas break of this just past year, like just a few months ago, my friend in college needed a place to stay so that he wouldn't have to commute from our hometown all the way to his college town to work every day. So of course I was like, yeah, you can stay here. Okay, he comes and stays with us, and me and him we're both from the same town. So when the week of Christmas comes around, we both leave for a week. Okay, we had taken the doorknob off of the back closet due to the fact that things had been getting stolen, and put a doorknob on the back closet that had a lock that only he had the key to. I was going to replace the doorknob when I got back, but it was just my way of fail-safing to make sure that none of his stuff got stolen. Okay, around a day before we were supposed to come back, I get a call from Aaron, and he is livid. Okay, Reki has been locking him out of the house. She ripped the doorknob, cut the doorknob off the back door of an apartment that we co-lease. We are co-leasing this apartment, and she physically cut the doorknob off, ruined that door, by the way, and popped Angel's air mattress. She ruined a bunch of his stuff. She stole his DS. Angel has asthma, so he never wanted to be around us smoking. So it was beyond a deal that there was to be no smoking near his stuff. Okay, they cut the doorknob off, stole his shit, were smoking in his room, fucked on his air mattress, popped his air mattress. We had 2 cats at the time. Their litter box, I can promise you, was not scooped for 2 weeks. Fucking Aaron straight up told me, he was like, I had to feed and water them. He's like, I hadn't been home in 3 days, and I know, he's like, their food and water had been empty for 3 days straight. He's like, 3 days straight, these cats did not get food or water. So, of course, I'm just like, I'm done. I'm effing done. I'm done with it. Like, this is ridiculous. Go up there, and I'm going to get my shit, and Ass Face is there. Okay, first off, let's go ahead and clarify, I wasn't alone either. My mother came up there with me to get my stuff because she foresaw the fact that there might be some problems. I didn't think anything about it because what the hell? My name's on the lease. It's my apartment until I fucking renounce it. And I'm not renouncing it until I go and get my stuff. First off, when I get there, over half of my stuff is already gone from the apartment. Already gone. She's already sold it. Okay, come in, and I'm getting my stuff, and Ass Face is there, and he keeps getting in my face and not taunting me, but it's kind of like the I'm not touching you. You see my finger, but I'm not touching you. It was stuff like that. Like, he was trying to provoke me into being aggressive with him. And of course I wasn't buying it. Like, dude, you're fucking crazy. You do meth all the fucking time. Like, I'm not fucking with you. I'm getting my shit and I'm leaving. Like, that is the sole purpose of me being here. I have no intentions of getting into any physical confrontation with you. And, anyway, Aaron comes in and he immediately gets right up in Aaron's face and is like, hey, I think me and you need to have a talk. And of course, Aaron's he's ex-Marine. He's just like, yeah, do we now? He's like, we can take it right on outside. My mom chooses this time to get up. She elbows between these two like a freaking 5 foot tall ninja of fury. And she's like, got her phone. She's got 911 on, like, pulled up on her phone. Is like, shoves it in his face. She's like, do I need to call the cops? She's like, I need you to get the fuck out of this house right fucking now. I swear to God. I'm just like, oh, mama's not happy. Anyway, he revs up his engine and he takes off, and, everyone's pretty irritated at this point. I go and, get my stuff, get my change of address, go to the realtor office, and they're like, "You're co-leasing, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I need to move primary." I was like, "I'm the primary leaseholder, but I need to move it over to Reki because she's locking me out of the house. She stole my shit. She's making it impossible for me to live there." I was like, I can't. It's no longer a matter of, do I want to live here? Am I trying to avoid the lease? It was simply a matter of, I physically cannot live here anymore because someone has made it physically impossible for me to do so. Of course, they still wanted to argue about it because that's what they do. I mean, if I leave, then, they already can tell she's not very dependable. I mean, I just came in and told them that she stole all my shit and that she fucking broke the doorknob and stuff. Like, they don't want me to leave because then if there's someone needs to be held accountable for damages, they have no way of knowing how able they're going to be of holding her accountable. So I have to have her come and sign the piece. First off, I was not there when she signed it. I sent her a text message. I was like, "Look, I've got receipts for all my video games that you stole. I'm not gonna press charges." I was like, "But my mom's going to press charges because she bought those video games, and she's not pressing charges on you, sweetheart. She's gonna press charges on She's gonna press charges on ass face." She's like, "Fuck you." Why? She was like, "Why would I go after her?" She's like, "She didn't do anything to me." So eventually, after Reki basically twisted my arm behind my back, did everything she possibly could to get me to leave, then she tried to refuse signing the papers. It took my mom literally threatening to get her fuckboy, her boyfriend, her baby daddy, whatever he is now, or whatever he was then, basically threatening to send him to jail because he's already on probation. He's already breaking his probation, mind you, for her to even let me out of the lease that she was trying to kick me out of in the first place. Anyway, long story short, I'm not that old. I'm only 19, so I moved right back in with my parents. I'm going to cosmetology school as soon as I can get signed up, and I am making YouTube videos. And basically, that's just kind of how what pushed me into the circumstances to start making YouTube videos. Because before, I was going to go to college, and I was going to be a psychiatrist. Anyway, if you like this video for some odd, crazy reason, give it a thumbs up. If you guys liked this face for an even crazier fucking reason, you might want to subscribe. I haven't quite picked a day yet to do like daily uploads or vlogs or whatever, but I will be soon. But as always, y'all guys have fun YouTubing.